After the barn burner that we saw at the Vacation Land Cup with the Sea Stars and MSP, I thought we'd be seeing more tag team action out of Ashley Vox, but instead here she is, seemingly extending her hand, and Becca extending a scrunchie.
I mean, we remember back to the first meeting, she wanted to induct her into the scrunchie squad, an honorary member, I suppose. Now extending the scrunchie once again. We'll see if better luck comes here at Double Vision.
You asked me this last time, and you're asking me again.
Ashley doesn't seem down with the sickness here, Andy.
I mean, she was for a little bit last time, then super kicking Becca right square in the face. Ended that pretty quickly.
Let's see. Apprehensive, but... Oh. She's not about the scrunchies. It's not for everyone.
It's not. She's more about fish hooks.
Oh, look at a teep shot. Here comes Becca rolling her up.
Oh, shoulders down. A 1 count there from referee Eric Greene.
Inside cradle.
Imagine if she ends this in seconds.
This is what Becca does. Every single time we see her, she's always so quick.
Quick and unpredictable.
I think back to that match against Davienne back in December. She almost pulled the same thing on her.
Yeah, almost had her within seconds, nailing a super kick in the early moments, but Ashley Vox, so crafty. Shoulders down for a brief moment, rolling her through. Becca able to evade.
But look at Ashley Vox thinking quickly here. Oh, the senton!
She's seen that one before. A 2 count there, Becca getting the shoulder up.
Yeah, and now grabbing her midsection. I can't imagine why.
That's a rough landing. I mean, we saw back on season 2 of The Road, Becca going toe-to-toe with Delmy XO. They had a draw. Earlier this season, season 3, which airs every Wednesday on IWTV, we saw Becca actually defeat Delmy XO.
Snuck a win on her.
She did. Oh, man! And had the flatliner scouted, drilling her on the knee.
But this is also a much more focused Ashley Vox. This is someone who's been on Impact Television. She's been on AEW Television as a single star, which is worth noting because as I was talking about before, I think it's almost like she's got something to prove as she's laid out by Becca. It gets the left shoulder up.
Big time scoop and a snap. Continue. Go ahead.
I think she personally feels like she's something for. I don't think anyone in the Limitless audience is going to say, oh, we don't buy Ashley Vox as someone who's a contender. We know she is. And she gets turned over here to the crab.
I mean, in this very building, we've seen her go toe-to-toe with Chris Statlander, last creature standing. Daniel Garcia, who challenges for the Limitless Wrestling Championship later tonight. Oh, man! A big boot from Becca right to the chin.
And I also think it says something about Becca and how far she has come in such a short period of time. Just 23 years old. She's only been wrestling for a couple years. Made her official debut in December of 2019. I think it says so much about her that she's able to obtain a match like this with someone that has accomplished so much.
It really does. And amidst the pandemic, no less, when there's not much wrestling schools are closed down, it speaks to the dedication that Becca has for her craft. And now, setting herself up in the corner, maybe looking for an acrobatic slap here.
Here we go. Back handspring. Oh, caught.
Ashley Vox met it with a super kick last time. This time, into the buckle, but hard onto the canvas.
I was tapping that ring earlier, Randy. It is unforgiving. I think Becca just learned that the hard way.
That's a hard landing. Your legs get tangled up in the ropes. You have nothing stopping you from careening down to the canvas. Referee Eric Greene implementing the count, but I think this is going to buy Ashley some much-needed time to recover.
Yeah, she needs to collect herself here. We don't normally see Ashley Vox rattled like this in singles action. And I think, as I said before, it says a lot about what Becca's able to do as she ducks the line. And she's got her hooked!
Hooked on a feeling, and the feeling is a headbutt!
Grabbing her own head, too, after that, trying to shake it off.
I mean, that was a doozy, John.
Up and over.
Catching herself on the apron and fires off a forearm. Becca's dazed in the ring.
Charges at her!
And there is the swinging flatliner. Is it victory? No.
You notice that scrunchie just hanging there in the middle of the ring, Randy? It's like a reminder of what got Ashley Vox in this spot in the first place.
It absolutely is.
Look at her. She sees it. And there she is, grabbing it, rolling it out of the ring.
Get rid of it. Get it out of the way. Becca back to her feet. Oh, sweeping the legs of Ashley Vox down to the canvas. And the Boston Crab. Great ring positioning here from the leader of the Scrunchy Squad.
Cinching it in on that lower back. You can't get any momentum when you have it put on position like that. And Ashley Vox can't even move, but she loses grip of one of the legs, has to try to modify into a half crab, but look at the positioning of her left knee.
Driving it in the lower back. A lot of pressure put on Ashley Vox here, but she's crawling. Trying to get to the bottom rope, and she does.
It's almost like a half lion tamer there.
That's a great transition to keep that hold. Even if one leg pops free, she didn't give up on it.
She didn't.
And that did some damage to the real catch who's trying to pull herself back to her feet.
And Becca tried to pull Scrunchy up.
Tightening that thing. Oh! Connecting with the drop kick, sending her hard backwards into the bottom turnbuckle.
What's Ashley Vox thinking right now? We haven't seen her in singles action on a Limitless pay-per-view in some time.
Oh, man!
Wait a minute!
What strength from Becca!
No way! Oh! Her head bounced off 2 turnbuckle corners. I mean, oh my goodness!
It's a rough landing for Ashley Vox and Becca, trying to capitalize quickly. Only a 2 count, though.
It's intestinal fortitude, Randy. Ashley Vox has been in a Limitless ring with some of the most talented athletes that have come through Maine. This is a test that I don't think she was necessarily expecting, even after what happened on the road.
I hope she's not underestimating Becca here tonight. Ashley elevated now. Elbows connecting to the side of the head. Oh, looking for the Visco round, but Ashley caught it. Woo! What a shot from Becca. Jaw rattling to the second rope. Oh, no! Into the super kick. Still just a 2 count, though, John.
Becca has so much fight in her, Randy. It's amazing to watch someone so young in their career be able to reach down, dig down deep, and step to the occasion. But this crowd here showing some support for Ashley Vox.
Of course. I mean, she's earned that respect from the Limitless audience. She's earned that respect from the locker room, and now trying to earn herself a victory. Trying to lock in that real catch submission. Can she tuck the arm? Can she get that fishhook deep? Trying to tear her head backwards, but Becca, she's got her knees under her.
And she has her hand wrenched on top of Ashley's, too, trying to prevent her from cinching in deep.
Now what's she doing here?
Oh, it's a scrunchie! She's got a scrunchie!
She's sliding a scrunchie onto her arm? Oh. And ripping her forward with a scrunchie on the wrist!
Oh!
Let's go round!
She caught her! Wait a minute, Randy! Wait a minute, Randy!
Oh, man! Unbelievable! Becca with some scrunchy innovation, I guess we should call it. Sliding the scrunchy off of her hand, thwarting the real catch submission, and winning the match, John!
I don't know if that was quick thinking or if Becca had that planned all along.
The award-winning John Alba, joined here at the table by the host of WrestleT, a fixture on IWTV, Sam Laterna, making her Limitless Wrestling debut. And what a treat you've got here, Sam.
I cannot wait to call the action here, especially with someone of your status, John Alba. Thank you.
That was a really great response, and we got a great matchup as Becca and Davienne square off in a match that's been about 6 months brewing, and you can see no love lost between these two already.
Oh, Davienne coming in hot with a clothesline, going for the pin.
Quick cover there from Davienne. Davienne, someone that all Limitless Wrestling has familiarized themselves with. These two friends turned maybe temporary enemies, formerly of the Scrunchy Squad. You see Davienne with scrunchies in her hair on her arm right now, but Davienne sent it to the corner with a drop kick from Becca.
Becca wasting no time today. She certainly wants to get the win over New England veteran Davienne.
Springboard, the handspring into the big slab, and she's pulling off the scrunchie. Perhaps some disrespect from friend to friend. Looking for the running bulldog. Davey pushes her aside. Catches her with the foot.
Oh, drop toe hold into the ropes.
What's Becca thinking here, Sam? Oh, a drop kick right to the back of the head. And Becca is feeling it here. Unfortune favors the bold. Wasting no time, dropping the knees. And that's the thing, Sam, about Becca. She's only a couple years into this profession, but her creativity knows no limits.
Her creativity, her intelligence, her knack in the ring is uncanny. It's very far between that you see women with her level of experience so early on.
And think about what Becca has to prove here. She's sent over the top rope by Davy, catches the elbow and hits with one of her own. Becca lost to Davienne back at the 2020 Vacation Land Cup show here on IWTV, which you can check in the Limitless Wrestling Archives. Presses, pulls out at 2, but you can go find that in the Limitless Wrestling Archives here on IWTV. Maybe looking to redeem herself here and think about what that win would mean for her.
Absolutely. In many ways, Becca is the young upstart who wants the win, and Davy needs this win tonight.
And I think that's an interesting point you make there, Sam, because I've been watching Davy pretty closely the past couple of months, and
nearly taking Becca's face off. Goes for the pin, Davienne does.
Hook in the leg to no avail, but I've been watching Davy the past couple of months. I've seen her get frustrated with Ava Everett, and yes, she did defeat her in the 2 out of 3 falls match that we saw on the road, but I think Avie got into her head a little bit, and now Davy sees herself having to climb out of a hole.
Yeah, and enlisting the help of Becca in the first place, Davy seems like she's someone who works alone for the most part. Bridging
to
the
hook
pin.
the leg there, but Becca was able to muster out. You were saying?
So let's talk about the breakdown of this friendship here. There was a loss to the Sea Stars after uniting against Ava Everett, right? And then a few weeks ago on Limitless Wrestling, they also suffered a loss because of miscommunication at the hands of Charles Mason and Ava Everett, an unlikely but perfect team.
Yeah, I know a thing or two about Charles Mason, unfortunately, and I know how difficult of a threat he poses, and well, Davy's winding up and delivers a strike right down the middle to Becca.
You've certainly suffered at the hands of Charles Mason. I think that's an understatement.
I have no recollection of that.
No recollection of the trauma.
None whatsoever, but there is a bit of aggression that I think we need to see out of Davy in this matchup here. You said a breakdown of their friendship. I don't know if they've quite reached that point yet, but there's obviously enough tension here where Davy understands she needs to do exactly what she did back in December to send Becca home packing, and as you said, a win that Davy very much needs.
Absolutely.
A modified Uranage there from Davienne, hooks the left leg, but once again, digging down deep is Becca, and now you see the frustration on Davienne's face.
And let's just talk about their history outside of Limitless Wrestling. Both of these ladies trained at Chaotic. Davienne, an 8-year veteran, whereas Becca is only 2 years in, having learned a lot from Davienne at training. So both these women can anticipate each other's moves seamlessly, I would say.
Not America's sweetheart, not looking awfully sweet right about now. Taunting Becca even a little bit. Maybe she's trying to bring that competitive edge out of her, but I'm not so sure it's a great idea. Dropping her at the jaw. But a big right foot from Davienne sends Becca down crashing, goes for the cover after a quick stutter. But the lateral press doesn't put her away either.
Frustration certainly mounting on the face of Davienne. What is she going to do to get over on Becca?
Again, you're watching Fortune Favors the Bold here on IWTV. John Alba, Sam Laterna coming to you. We have a massive, massive show ahead. Our main event, MSP versus Kevin Blackwood and the Limitless Wrestling World Champion, Daniel Garcia. Major implications there you'll be hearing about throughout the course of this night. But right now, you're seeing Davienne and Becca, a rematch of our 2020 Vacation Land Cup show. Becca looking for one of her biggest wins yet in Limitless Wrestling.
Absolutely, a win here could propel Becca to epic heights here at Chaotic. Rather at Limitless, my apologies.
And the former Let's Wrestle champion sending Becca into the corner. Stiff forearms. What's she thinking here, Sam?
I'm thinking that she might go for maybe, no, big forearm, maybe a superplex there, but Becca counters with a slap. Both of these ladies showing the vitriol today, with lots of slaps in the
that's
face.
exactly it. Becca normally gives off this sweet cadence, but she's not afraid to get dirty. The double knees from the middle rope sends Davienne crashing. Now, Sam, you're a former competitor yourself. At what point in a match like this do you find yourself going to that place?
I would say right about now, actually. So a great question, John. Both of these ladies are at the point in the match where they're running out of energy and they need that extra, boost, perhaps. perhaps the motivation is winning right now, and we will see which lady will come out victorious.
Limited crowd in attendance here at the Yarmouth Ambed, split between these two women against staples of Limitless wrestling at this point. Foot to face from Becca. Look at that.
Oh!
There's an elevated Luthez press, and she's wailing away on Davey, who just tosses Becca off in frustration. Ducks the line. And another big boot from Becca, and Becca is feeling it here on Fortune Favors the Bold.
These ladies are absolutely killing each other tonight, John Alba.
Irish whip into the corner. Oh, wait. Davey keeping position. She was looking for that running bulldog earlier and finally connects. What's she thinking here? Back elbow from Becca. Cover once again. Oh, 2.5. You always got to be careful. The disco round can strike at any moment's notice from Becca as that scrunchy. Just trying to hold on to her hair, keep grasp. We know the leader in this. She went for it right there. Trying to roll her up. Oh, look at that.
Not so fast.
Great ring awareness from Becca, who gets sent back the other way. Exchange of covers. Stacks her up into the bridge. Look at these two ladies, Sam.
Neither lady giving up. Each wants to get that pin, get that 3 count. That is their modus operandi.
Look at this. A sit-out powerbomb from Davey. Davienne can't put her away.
The look of shock on Davienne's face right now, John. What else can she do here to beat Becca?
Quick thinking, looking for a crab, perhaps. We got a Boston crab an hour and a half north of Beantown, wrenching her legs back. Davienne looking to get back on the right page. Come on, Davy. I know you got it in you. Davienne wrenching her legs back.
Becca reaching for the ropes, but she's not going. Oh, she gets it.
What a treat we have here at Fortune Favors the Bold in Yarmouth, Maine. Some aggression here from Davey.
Oh!
Once again, the knees to the jaw from Becca. And now the Scrunchy Squad firing up, Sam.
Oh, Becca's feeling it tonight.
Meets her in the corner. What is she thinking here? You could see the exhaustion on Becca's face. Oh, who's caught who here? Ooh, sends to the outside. Meets her with the forearm. What's this, Sam? Draping rope.
Oh!
Shades of the Viper. Not America's sweetheart. Not America's sweetheart. Boom!
Oh!
How's this for your first ever Limitless wrestling match, Sam Laterna?
Oh, I cannot complain. The crowd is on fire. The ladies are giving it their all.
These two women opened up the Vacation Land Cup about 6 months ago. Tonight, find themselves once again setting the tone here at Fortune Favors the Bold. Looking for the goozle. Is Becca going for a ride? No, holds on and connects with a stiff kick to the face.
Oh!
Once again, sending Davey crashing. The press. Oh, 2 3/4.
I think Becca for sure thought that she was going to pick up the 3 count after that.
I don't know if Davienne is all there right now. Both women leaving it all here for the Limitless Wrestling fans. Watching on IWTV, hashtag Fortune Favors the Bold. Join the conversation on Twitter. Join the conversation on Instagram. The Irish whip. Once again, look for the kick. A spear from Davey! Stacks her up! And another kick out from Becca. You mentioned that friendship. They've scouted each other. They know each other so well, Sam Laterna. What more can Davienne do here?
I can't think of anything else. She's going to have to pull out one of her moves in her arsenal in order to beat Becca, because Becca is not giving up.
And you talked about that experience difference between the two of them. You would think this late in the match!
German suplex!
The release German by Davienne. There's that veteran experience coming out, and oh no.
Uh-oh. Could she be setting up for the Davienne Your Life?
I think she's trying to end some lives. That's how she beat Becca, but instead meets steel, and she's favoring that left foot.
Beautiful ring awareness on the part of Becca.
Well, that's how Becca met her demise back into. Oh no, oh no.
She is not.
Where is Becca going? Where is Becca going?
Scrunchy Squad running wild
To
right
the
now.
top rope. You can see Beantown from there.
Oh.
Becca, the 450 splash. Becca
Pulls
the
off the
win of her
victory.
career over her best friend.
What an opening match here, John. Becca pulling off the victory after finally
You can
getting that
see
win.
the emotional toll on Becca's face right now as this crowd shows their adoration for the leader of the Scrunchy Squad.
Becca! And what a monumental task ahead of Becca here tonight. Getting the opportunity to finally fend off Charles Mason.
Whoa. What did referee Nate Speckman just find in Charles Mason's pocket? Is that scissors?
Yeah, those look to be scissors. What's Charles Mason doing with scissors?
Yeah, Charles Mason is a sick freak. We know this. I know this firsthand.
Given that the guy calls himself the root of all evil, I don't really want to know what he was going to do. Comes in charging at Becca. Becca able to narrowly escape, get out of the way.
I've been choked out by Charles Mason. It's not fun. Becca, ooh, okay, all right. Charles Mason is sick. He's a freak. And look out! Ooh, Becca!
Tope Suicida taking down Charles Mason.
We got some flying scrunchies tonight.
Absolutely.
I'm a big fan of Becca's, Johnny Torres. We're talking about one of the most fiery young athletes in all of New England professional wrestling. Her meteoric, I said it again, rise up the card here in Limitless Wrestling.
Are you saying that scrunchies are prestigious, John?
I think they very well could be.
As Becca comes in hot. Bicycle kick across the face of Charles Mason, thinking Bulldog got it.
Go for that cover, Becca. Hooks the leg, but just one. Listen, say what you want about Charles Mason, who is now wearing a scrunchie around his left wrist. But Charles Mason is very much, he's very much a legitimate threat here in Limitless Wrestling because of his ruthlessness, because of his willingness to go anywhere. But so is Becca!
Not to mention Charles Mason being a product of House of Glory. What a pedigree behind him, but Becca, a product of the New England Pro Wrestling Academy. No shortage of pedigree there. Cover.
She is so smooth. She is so smooth. Everything, move for move, is effortless for Becca. But she's going to have to put in a hell of an effort with a man she's familiar with here.
And no doubt, the way she's become familiar with Charles Mason has been less than comfortable over the past few weeks. Becca summoning the energy of the Yarmouth Vets. Coming in hot.
Up and over.
And Darragh to the outside.
Oh, she swung and missed. Oh, wow, look at that from Charles Mason. Oh, no! Wait a minute, that's not okay. Come on.
Raking right across the eyes.
No! Oh, my goodness! Becca, no!
Back of the head.
That was on the actual buckle itself, the metal.
Nate Speckman needs to check on her. She might have split the back of her head.
I saw the scrunchies fly off her head.
Charles Mason, though,
Yeah, what do we got going on here? Mason,
smelling blood in the water,
yeah, exactly what he's doing.
drawn to it.
No, oh, he's dragging her by the hair.
What the hell?
He's sick. He's sick.
It's the only right word, John.
And you know what? He's still got that scrunchie on his left wrist. Just as a reminder.
Still just smelling it. But Becca,
She's got fight, man. Oh.
endless moxie out of Becca.
But Charles Mason, as I was saying before, this is a guy who, if if he can piece together a couple wins, very much deserves to be main eventing shows like this. Look, I managed Charles Mason in a match against the Limitless Wrestling World Champion Daniel Garcia.
Absolutely remember.
And he took him to the limit.
A choke artist, not just because he enjoys them, but he's good at them. Sunset flip!
Oh, she can't drag him down. Dude, pie facing her. Oh my goodness! Standing on her hairs! Again, those scrunchies came out. I can't remember the last time that Becca saw her own asset used against her like this.
No doubt. Charles Mason taking every shortcut available to him. Yarmouth, though, rallying behind the leader of the Scrunchy Squad.
Oh, he tried to do that before. He finally connects on it.
Tooth chipper out of Charles Mason, neckbreaker position.
Oh, did you see how her upper body got dragged down there? Lateral press. Able to muster out as Becca, but her body just folded underneath itself.
Brutal stress on her spine. What a landing. Charles Mason bringing Becca back to her feet, and a knife-edge chop.
And just think about how successful Becca has been here in Limitless Wrestling in such a short period of time, making her presence felt first with the pandemic of the Dojo series. Now she's a staple on this roster. Oh no! And look at him staring at her as she goes down.
Crumbles, and Charles Mason followed her down.
The eyes of Charles Mason tell a story, and it's not one that I want to read.
He's fueled by something different, something otherworldly, sinister. Now just raining down the elbow to the back of the head.
And he's the root of all evil. It's a traditional battle of good versus evil here. It's as simple as that. Becca's a good person.
Nate Speckman trying to talk some sense, maybe.
I believe we got some blood. Nate Speckman putting the gloves on. Charles Mason briefly stunned. Oh, boot to the mush. Oh my
Becca.
goodness. Look at Becca. Look at Becca. Busted open.
Running elbow in the corner.
A crimson mask.
But Becca, always full of fight. Never says die. Sleeper position.
Oh, Becca.
Backbreaker.
Becca is a badass. Wearing that red like a badge of honor. And you know what? I think Charles
Scream
Mason...
of terror! My God!
I think Charles Mason loves it. Oh.
2.9 on the lariat.
Becca is busted open, Johnny.
Never in my life.
Such a beautiful soul is that Becca.
Never in her career she experienced something like
Oh no,
that.
look at this! Oh no!
Very high angle on the back suplex.
She's laid out. She's not moving.
Charles Mason just stalking, circling, and now dragging.
It's her corpse at this point. Referee Nate Speckman. He could stop this match.
He might be looking to add insult to injury, climbing.
I mean, he could stop this match.
Is he thinking 450 splash, John?
She's up. She's out of the way. Oh,
I don't think he knows.
He's arguing with ABC 7 and Fox 22's John Wagner.
Oh!
I know a thing or two about that place. I know a thing or two about Becca's fight. Forearm after forearm. Oh no.
But Mason, both hands around the
Oh
throat.
my goodness. The raw strength of Charles Mason.
Good God! The neck hanging tree.
Oh, goes for the cover.
What? Yarmouth can't believe it. Frankly, John, I can't believe it.
Look at the blood on Charles Mason's polo.
Yeah, that's a white polo.
It tells a story.
It was.
It tells a story of a young woman who's fighting with everything in her heart to beat a sick man.
What's he doing?
Oh, what does he have there? Oh, no. He's got more scissors. Nate Speckman missed it. Don't do this. No.
Oh! Nate!
No, he's cutting her hair. He's going to cut her hair.
Wait a minute.
No.
The scrunchies!
The scrunchies.
He cut the scrunchies off her wrist!
my goodness. She's going to take out a locket of her hair. Oh, Nate Speckman!
Nate Speckman has had enough!
He's the hero that we need, not the one we deserve. Blue! Whatever it takes, Becca!
Right place, right time! Disco round! Cover him! Wait a minute! No! After all she's been through, this sentence doesn't end with a period, John!
Do it, Becca!
We're getting the exclamation point!
End this sick son of a bitch!
At her full height! The energy! 450 splash! Game over! Yes! Yes! Becca!
Here's your winner,
Yes!
squad leader of the Scrunchy Squad,
Yes!
Becca!
After all the mind games, weeks upon weeks of torment from Charles Mason, the root of all evil, been vanquished by the 450 squad.
I knew she could
the
do
leader of the Scrunchy Squad, victorious.
I knew she could do it! I knew she could, and you know what, Johnny?
The stiffest test of Becca's young career stands in front of her tonight at Fresh Blood. Ref Bill Thompson calls for the bell. Trish Adora making her Limitless Wrestling debut against Becca. Joined back now by Top Shelf Troy. How we feeling, Troy?
Did I miss anything in the last match? I think I'm good if I'm stationary, not so much if I'm standing. That's why I make the altitude so low.
Roger that. You're sounding good. Collar and elbow lock up here.
I say I wasn't going to miss this one for the world. Becca meets Trish Adora in a match that could have just as easily been the main event this evening.
Absolutely. I very well thought it might be.
But take a look at Becca, new attire. You know, she's got the John Alba business behind her. Davienne leading up the charge on that one, but Becca very much involved in that, and she's going to need to have all of that business out of her head because she is taking on a very accomplished competitor, just recently signing with Ring of Honor, having competed in their brand new tournament to crown the new Ring of Honor Women's Champion. Trish Adora making it all the way to the semifinals. She was an odds-on favorite to win the tournament, Johnny.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, an odds-on favorite. Trish Adora making that Limitless Wrestling debut tonight. I'm very excited to see this here. What a test for Becca.
Wrist lock here, and the crowd showing the very much gratitude for even a wrist lock, and I think that's going to be the case with these ladies here. Two very well-trained competitors. We all know Becca. Coming to us from the New England Pro Wrestling Academy. Count of two, and that's the thing. Take a look at who's got the reach advantage. Becca's quick, but I think Trish Adora has the strength speed advantage. She's got the height advantage. She's got the reach.
Yep, that's
all
it.
signs are pointing to Trish Adora, but Becca has always found her way out. She has a big victory against Charles Mason in the past. Went toe-to-toe with JT Dunn at the Vacation Land Cup. So I will refuse to count her out until the very end of this contest when the dust settles.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Trish Adora now trying to fight out of the waistlock of Becca. Reverses, and we're honing in on that arm.
It's going to be a matter. It's like playing chess with Trish Adora. I'll talk about a tactician. She is, in fact, a U.S. Army veteran, too. Add that one to the resume, Torres. She has got an instinct in her to compete, to survive.
Yeah, a veritable master's degree in tactics.
Becca is crafty, but I'm curious about her willingness, and yes, I'm going to say it's the willingness to survive. Because that's different for competing in a pro wrestling match. And you know what I mean? Fighting for the country. We'll see what happens, because right now, she has got one problem in front of her, and her name is Becca.
Exactly.
See what happens when it's one-on-one.
And Trish commanding the center of the ring here. Becca is continuing the fight from the outside. Trish has been dominant so far. But Becca never won the match.
I'm feeling almost, this is going to be a technical matchup here. I almost feel as if this is like a crowd almost like Japan.
Yes.
Very much appreciating everything they're doing, but quiet in between, letting the two competitors feel each other out. I'm very intrigued to this.
As I scan the room looking around at our audience, the level of focus here is razor. It's crazy. And now, fighting the test of strength, a pair of Greco-Roman knuckle locks here. Becca now.
And like I said, you got to believe Trish Adora has the advantage when it comes to strength. We're going to see that right about now.
That's it. Now, assuming that dominant position, adjusting that footwork, Becca's stuck in that bridge.
Look at that. You talk about stuck in that bridge. Becca might be right where she wants to. Look at that strength. That's of those neck bridges at the New England Pro Wrestling Academy.
No doubt
That's where that
about
strength
it.
comes from.
Trish Adora adjusting, honing in on that arm, but Becca able to drive Trish into the corner.
Wait a minute. Something's going on. She's holding on. That was not a clean break. For the first time in this contest, Trish Adora playing to the beat of her own drum. To her own rules, John Torres, and there's Becca right away.
Might have caught a corner there. We'll see what kind of dividends that pays off. Becca!
Becca.
Rough landing on the Jushin Liger dive off the apron.
So that slipping senton off the apron catches Trish Adora. Puts her right back in the ring. And like I said, Becca does not want to sit. I don't want to brawl with the bigger person if I'm Becca. I want to try to get it back in the ring. Maybe do the one thing that Trish Adora doesn't have to beat on, and that's the aerial assault. Becca, excellent. Flying cross body. Gets her at 2, and now Trish Adora is in Becca's world. We talk about high flying. We've seen Becca with frog splashes off the top rope. If she hits the 450 splash, it has only resulted in victories here.
Wait a minute. We've seen this before. Corner to corner. Trish Adora might be in for a world of pain here.
Oh, hello. How do you do, Trish Adora?
Nearly a knockout shot. Staggers. And what a bicycle kick in the corner.
Say that one caught flush, and now Trish Adora is in Becca's world. Becca now.
Might be thinking bulldog.
John Wayne, that bulldog.
Trish Adora having it scouted, putting on the brakes. Might be thinking back suplex. Becca able to flip through.
Very crafty. Very crafty German suplex with a bridge. Excellent maneuver.
Oh.
Becca holding on to the waist, though.
Still got it, not giving Trish Adora any space. And now adjusting, transitioning. Looks like we got a bow and arrow.
Say excellent. I gotta be honest, not that I'm surprised, but I'm surprised that Becca is the one now mounting the offense as far as the ground game is concerned. But it took the aerial maneuver to sweep Trish Adora off her feet with that cross body. She hasn't been the same. That's a cover. Only 2.
Oh, wow. That was a strong stack. That might have been a flash 3, nearly. But ref Bill says we're not there yet. Trish Adora now fighting back to a vertical base, trying to power out of that front chancery that Becca's got on. The arm showing their appreciation.
Like I said, this is a very much respectful audience here tonight, as always, but they're setting the tone for this match.
No doubt.
Trish Adora there again, throwing Becca over. Becca's gonna meet her with a boot.
Right across the jaw, flush. Becca now taking flight.
Once again, it's gonna be the aerial assault into the cover. Only 2. And that might be the name of the game. That's going to be proving to be the bread and butter right now for Becca. The flying cross body, the Luthez press off the second rope, and again, perhaps setting all of us up for that patent 450 splash.
Yeah, no doubt. Now continuing to try to smother Trish.
Again, grounding. I am, like I said, I'm not counting Becca out. I think she has just as good of a chance to win this as Trish Adora, but I'm surprised that she's excelling more so than Adora at the ground game that I thought that Adora was going to be able to control from the get-go. Not the story. Handful of hair. Wait a minute. Come on now. Trish Adora going to desperate lengths there. Chin buster.
Yeah, handful of hair. Able to turn the tide back now. Rallying back.
And another. Adora. Multiple strikes in succession here. Be shooting back off.
Oh, reversal.
Becca counters, big back elbow, and that's going to take Trish Adora off her feet.
Oh, stagger. Becca shaking out that arm, though.
Becca now.
Whoa.
Trish Adora putting on the brakes, holding on that top rope, and Becca's going to start throwing some more strikes.
Trying to loosen up that grip on the top rope. Sends off, but
A little
Trish
bit
Adora.
too early. Trish Adora able to put on the brakes. Becca should have waited, and now it's going to be Adora with a strike game.
Yeah, that short left across the jaw. Now, corner to corner. Becca takes off. Adora able to evade.
Becca now throwing the fist. Adora now cross body in motion. And Adora
Fired
feeling
up.
it now.
Corner to corner. Trish takes off.
And wait a minute now, Becca. Got to take that time, rushing in. Eats the turnbuckle. Adora catches her flush with that kick, swinging. Oh, it just kicks her back out. Wait a minute.
Now.
Oh!
Punt in the arm.
Arm, the elbow, the fingers, the hand, all of it. And the target of Trish Adora, stalking her prey now.
Toss.
Throw, a toss, judo-style throw over the top, puts Becca down. Only 2 from referee Bill Briggs.
That arm is in a bad way for Becca.
Adora now. Oh, she's calling. You've heard of this. This is Lariat Tubman.
Guaranteed kill shot if I've ever seen one, top shelf.
Absolutely. If you are too young to understand that reference, time for a little history lesson, kids.
But Becca, having it scouted, she knew that one Lariat Tubman would be the end.
I don't know if you knew this. It's Harriet Tubman.
Yes.
Out of high school for a very long time. And Becca catches that moonsault.
Wow.
No! Beautiful. Oh, that's a triangle. It looks like it's an armbar, but the legs are crossed. That is a triangle choke. The high rent district does not pay off for Becca right now.
Becca immobilized. If Trish is able to adjust, get that foot behind the back of the knee.
A moonsault from Becca, though. A new one in her repertoire, but this could be the deal breaker here, Torres. Trish Adora working her back up. Going to be a double underhook. Plants her with a DDT, vicious DDT.
Wow.
Oh, that's got to be it.
Yeah,
Trish Adora can shoot over.
Becca not moving.
The cover. 1, 2. Put one on the board. No. Thought we were going to put one on the board for Trish Adora here.
And that'd be a hell of a way to kick off a debut for Trish Adora.
Absolutely, and that's the thing. We talk about a debut. Trish Adora very much could make waves here in Limitless Wrestling. We're talking about someone that could give Davienne a run for her money. Give me that woman right there. Big kick from Becca.
Wow, huge big boot.
And the scrunchies are off. That's like pulling the straps down almost. The scrunchies are out.
Fireman's carry. But Trish able to fight out. Becca now. It's off.
That's the ropes. Trish Adora coming around. What is this? Choke bomb. Right into the cover. 2. Only 2. Wait a minute. Becca into submission hold, sitting on that half crab on Trish Adora. Trish Adora. Crab's not close enough to the ropes. This crowd now rallying behind Becca.
Trish Adora nearing that bottom, but Becca
bringing it back to the center. Gotta believe that Davienne has some influence on this half crab. Davienne putting to use that full Boston crab. Adora is struggling now. She needs to get the rope. Becca trying to cinch it back in. Brings it back to the center. Again, that reach advantage comes into play here for Trish Adora. Swimming.
Oh, almost out, but Becca adjusting, might be thinking Moodalock.
Could be. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Wait a minute here. I don't know. Trish Adora still cannot reach the ropes, Torres. She's going to be in trouble. There it is. Cranking back on it is Becca.
Trish Adora now fighting the grip. Oh, got it.
Did she get it?
She was able to free the grip.
Gotta get out of there.
But those legs are still grapevine, but got the rope.
Finally able to get the rope was Trish Adora.
What a contest.
What a contest so far. And I think that now that Becca has grounded Trish Adora, I think it's time to set up for that 450 splash. 100%. She missed the moonsault, but it's the 450 splash that cannot miss because nobody will kick out of that, I assure you.
Huge dropkick from Becca, sending Trish Adora spilling to the outside. The arm is coming alive, coming up for Becca, who takes off.
Becca now gets caught. Beautiful strike by Trish Adora. Slow to get in, though. That half crab took a lot out of her. And you got to believe, I don't see Becca moving, very prone. If Trish Adora could have capitalized there, I got to believe that she was going to be victorious.
Yep, very nearly a knockout shot if it wasn't. Becca still not really stirring here. Oh. Trish Adora now.
Back up to her feet. Becca still trying to put something together. And now, again, we talk about how it's time for Becca to hit the 450 splash. If Becca is able to get back up on her feet, it's time for Trish Adora to look for Lariat Tubman.
No doubt about it. Fancy seeing you here.
Wait a minute. Like I said, this is one of those how do you do moments. Hello.
We're slugging top shelf.
And we're slugging now. I think you're in the nitty gritty now. You initiate one of those, you're not stopping. And another.
Smile on the face of Becca. That's what she's here for.
Another.
And you're not going to catch Trish Adora backing down.
Back again, and Becca is wise to not get into a striking exchange that lasts too long. Get back out, maybe try to ground her again. It's worked for her so far. And like I said, I'm curious to see what Becca's trajectory is going to be. Obviously, a win is very important for her so far.
Wait a minute!
What a
on a snap Death Valley driver, only good for 2.
Only 2. Here we are now. What is this? Got her hooked up. Could be cattle mutilation. Wait a minute.
Becca.
Becca rolls out. Becca might be hurt. Wait a minute. Trish Adora beside herself now.
Summoning the energy.
Oh, yes, it is. In fact, it looks like an injured left arm for Becca. Trish Adora now going to be going to the high rent district.
Oh, God, what could Trish Adora be thinking? Ascending to the top.
She does, in fact, do it all, folks. Trish Adora to the top rope. Oh, the splash, but Becca moves out of the way. Becca now going to the top rope, and this could be it. Trish Adora's hurt. She's grabbing onto that knee. Becca could be thinking 450 splash. Taking her time. Crowd feeling it. Sticks her, dismount. 450 splash. Becca is victorious.
Here's your winner, Becca!
In Limitless Wrestling, Anthony Greene very much would like to get another opportunity at the Limitless Wrestling Championship. Becca has grown by leaps and bounds. That huge win over Davienne. Davienne had just been stacking wins, and then for Becca to come and pick up that victory, she's got to believe that she is possibly in line for a Limitless Wrestling Championship bout.
She'd be undeniable if she was able to beat out the alternative Anthony Greene here tonight. And now we're down to business here. Anthony Greene settling into the wrist lock. Becca takes it back.
Anthony Greene is going to pace himself, and I do believe, like I said, he did compete just a couple of hours ago, so not quite as fresh as Becca. But again, this is not Becca's first contest of the weekend here in Worcester at the White Eagle.
Now Anthony Greene seems to have targeted that arm of Becca early on here.
Referee Eric Greenleaf in there to make sure everything is secure. Anthony Greene now brings her around once more, clinching it in.
Now Becca finds a way out, settles into the waist lock.
Anthony Greene securing the ropes there. Can't deny that. Very much a part of the ropes. Becoming one with the ropes was Anthony Greene.
No argument here, and we are resetting now.
Feeling out process here. Could be a test of strength on its way, perhaps. Anthony Greene locking it up there with Becca.
Anthony Greene knows he has to be careful. Becca's so explosive.
Greene once again, top wrist lock, brings her around. Twisting again. Back to square one, Anthony Greene.
Sticking to what's working for him so far, but Becca.
Bringing it back around town as well, and Anthony Greene going to try to figure out Becca here. Brings her to the ropes once again, shoots her off. Could be an arm drag, wheelbarrow. Becca pulling around, wow, into the pinfall. 2, only 2.
Close.
Back to the arm wringer once more.
Becca's so misdirectional and innovative. She can hit you with anything from anywhere, it seems like.
And that's what I was saying when she was making her entrance. You don't really know what to expect. It's unprecedented for somebody with only 2 years and change, like right under that 2.5-year mark, to be doing the things that Becca has been able to do.
Absolutely. And now, laying the leather down on the chest of Anthony Greene. About to fly.
Hurricane Rana perhaps gets all of it. Anthony Greene taking over. A little worse for the wear now.
Clear into the other corner. Becca now coming in hot.
Catches. Oh no! Cross body into the cover. Only one, says referee Eric Greenleaf. And if you're Anthony Greene, like I said, you're perhaps nursing some wounds from your matchup earlier, but in the early going here, we don't usually see Anthony Greene in this state. Could be a monkey flip. No, not quite.
What do we got here?
Oh! Catches Becca, who's holding on there. Wow.
Precarious positioning.
And right to the floor is basic Becca, and absolutely there are no mats on the floor here at the White Eagle in Worcester.
Absolutely monstrous fall for Becca. There's a tide turner if I've ever seen one, and now Anthony Greene in pursuit.
Anthony Greene now going to bide his time. Picking her up by the hair there. Big chop, thunderous chop, sends Becca flying back to the post. Anthony Greene following up here, and again, biding his time. Oh no! All of those fingers, 4 of them, perhaps the thumb, making contact with the post there.
And what does that mean for the vaunted chops of Anthony Greene? What does that mean for the good hand?
Absolutely, I'll say that earth-shattering right hand of Anthony Greene, so effective that it gets its own name, folks.
Right.
Becca now needs to capitalize here. Had a chance. Anthony Greene going to bring her back into the ring.
Trying to buy himself a little time, assess the damage that's been done on that hand.
Anthony Greene in his last outing, victorious over Charles Mason just last month. Sits out with the Michinoku driver to the cover, 2. Only 2. And you gotta wonder, we're talking about wins and losses. We're talking about the Limitless Wrestling Championship, currently held by Alec Price, who's going to defend that gold tonight against JD Drake in our main event. Got to be in the back of their mind on January 22nd, Johnny Torres. It is going to be Alec Price and Anthony Greene, I believe, versus one Ace Romero and JT Dunn, the unit. I say, got to believe the championship implications are in effect in that one as well.
Sure.
All the more important, if Becca can knock off Anthony Greene here, that would send things into a frenzy. Only 2.
Oh yeah, that contendership picture would be only get more complicated and clouded.
So we're going to see Ace Romero in action later on against Anthony Henry. It's going to be an excellent contest here. Anthony Greene, that chin lock applied on Becca.
Trying to keep the tempo down here in his wheelhouse.
And again, it is in his wheelhouse. However, there's not as much spring in the step, I think, in the early going here for Anthony Greene like we might have seen had he not had a barn burner earlier with Marcus Mathers.
Right. Now Becca able to duck out of the way. Coming around.
Hands on her feet. That's the good hand. That is that right hand we were talking about earlier. Becca able to get a back elbow there.
Pure instinct there.
Anthony Greene coming in. Big boot to the face from Becca.
Stunned him. Wait a minute.
Hello now. Could be up. Victory roll perhaps. No. Gets around. Face first into the canvas goes Anthony Greene.
I was saying misdirectional and innovative before. Exhibit A.
Exhibit A. Look no further. Greenleaf Eric applying the count here.
Becca has built such an arsenal for herself in such a short time. That 450 splash, that Muda lock that she beat Davienne with, the Visco round, is getting more and more dangerous each passing day.
Say big victory back in November against Trish Adora. Yeah. Just more and more impressive victories. Those on the independent scene and those that have gone on to even greener pastures recently.
Huge drop it there.
Mondeas over the top. Anthony Greene going to look at that good hand again, perhaps. It's caught by Becca. Going up to the top. Becca's patented 450 splash has proven very much effective in the past. That's a cross body block, though.
That got absolutely all of that.
I'm left to believe that if she can lay out Anthony Greene for enough time for her to get up there, hit that 450, I do believe we will see that upset tornado DDT.
Might have just foreshadowed it there. Becca covering though.
The count of 2. Talking about that 450. We've seen a moonsault from the top rope. Her arsenal ever growing. And Anthony Greene as well. Very impressive. No lack of offense in his playbook.
No doubt. There's so much prettier.
So much prettier. Hey, how about this one? We've seen this before. Oh my goodness!
Butterfly effect connects.
Butterfly effect by Anthony Greene. Only 2. Like I said. Truly offensive, just innovative offense from Anthony Greene. Once again, oh my goodness.
Might be time for a brain eater here.
Brain eater. Lands it. Oh, gets all of it. Oh no. 2. Oh, into the half crab.
Readjusts.
Move after move. Each one more effective than the last. Becca's got to get to the ropes. Anthony Greene putting all that pressure on the lower flat back, cranking it and bringing her back to the center of the ring.
Readjusts, sits back down. Becca was fingertips away, but now that journey is much longer. Able to turn it back over, choosing to power out. Repeated kicks to the face.
Rolls her back over. Becca trying to go for that kick and right to the back forearm, back of the neck. This could be that so much prettier. Rolls through. What is this? What is that? Are you kidding me?
What a reversal.
Now. That's an Indian deathlock.
Muda lock.
Muda lock there.
This finished near the end.
I say Anthony Greene would know where to go right now, Johnny Torres.
Yeah, that's a hard submission hold to adjust your position in, but fortunately, able to get the reach out, get the bottom rope.
Becca now has got it, like I said, it could be that high-risk offense. It's going to do in Anthony Greene. Keep the man down. Go for that moonsault. Go for that 450. See what you can do. Waist lock here by Becca.
Let me think of German suplex. Anthony Greene holding on for dear life.
Greene here. What is this? Gets, oh my goodness! Not only did Anthony Greene go flying, but it would appear as if the turnbuckle went flying as well. Turnbuckle cover, that is.
Anthony Greene is clear of the ring, and now that's a face wash for you.
Will not need to go clean his face this evening.
Otani approves. And now, Becca looking to ascend. You might have foreshadowed it, Top Shelf. Off the second with the tornado, but 8G caught her.
Second tornado DDT could have been it. Putting Becca once again on the ropes. Anthony Greene was this once again. Look at this. Oh, to the floor. Very hard goes Anthony Greene.
What a spill.
And this is what Becca's going to need to do. Try to get her bearings. Get Anthony Greene back into the ring and minister some more offense. And we were talking about high-risk offense. Anthony Greene's got to get out of the way. Becca has high reward. The moonsault got it. Gets every bit of it. Becca's back up.
What a warrior.
Okay, the Worcester crowd showing their appreciation for Becca here in the opening contest. And Anthony Greene has got to figure it out here.
Oh, the White Eagle loving Becca. Oh, we got a duel.
He split there, Johnny Torres.
We got a duel. Now, Anthony Greene back in the ring. Becca following suit.
Oh, no! Hello, Becca. Off the ropes. Up. This. Oh, my goodness.
Yoshi Tonic.
Only two. Anthony Greene kicks out. You're going to look at that look of frustration on Becca's face. That grimace. She doesn't know what to do to get Anthony Greene to stay down. Now she's trying to figure out. Look at it. She's feeling it now, shaking her head. Yes, she knows what she has to do. Like I said, the bread and butter of Johnny Torres could be that 450 splash. Oh no, bringing Anthony Greene back up to his feet.
Wanted the Visco round. But another good hand lands flush.
Oh, one for her own there. Another from Anthony Greene.
We got a gunfight here.
Talking about dueling champs. Dueling fists and forearms now.
Both combatants staying in the pocket, neither giving any ground.
Becca was able to put a few together there. Once again, going back over. Was not able to hit the Yoshitonic that time.
Got the back door, though. Everything another German suplex, but Anthony Greene able to drag his way out.
Back elbow once again by Becca. Anthony Greene. Oh! Schoolboy right into the bottom turnbuckle.
That New England Pro Wrestling Academy special.
Thank goodness she has that New England Pro Wrestling Academy neck spring. You see the way her neck landed on the bottom turnbuckle. Wait a minute. We've seen this before. Whoop. Look at that pile driver out of the corner. Becca is able to reverse it and send Anthony Greene.
Stunned him. And now.
Wait a minute. Becca's going up. Becca's going up.
She's ascending. Might be 450 time.
Cannot waste any time, folks. Catches all of it. Cover. Two. Only two.
What?
Only two. Becca now. Once again, going for that Muda lock. Got to cinch it in right in the center of the ring.
Chaining the kill shots together.
There's nowhere for Anthony Greene to go. Johnny Torres. What's he going to do?
Yeah, center of the ring.
Is he tapping? Oh, I thought he was tapping, Johnny. He's fading. He's certainly fading. That's it. Wait a second.
Winner of the match by submission, the leader of the Scrutchy Squad, Becca!
You can call that an upset, Johnny Torres.
And Johnny Torres, Sam Laterna on the call. Nate Speckman calls for the bell, and we are off. Becca taking on the debuting Hyan.
Yes, and it seems like Hyan with a show of respect to her first-time competitor here at Limitless. I think these two ladies have very similar styles in the ring, and Hyan, the 8-year veteran, is certainly going to give Becca a run for her money here tonight.
Yeah, tough out. Becca, a real difficult one to game plan for. Coming off victory over the alternative Anthony Greene.
Yes, certainly at the Limitless Worcester takeover, might I add. Big stuff, big stuff. Oh, Becca going for an early pin there.
Yeah, trying to get this out of the way early, not paid by the hour. Backslide now.
Uh-oh.
Oh, fighting for it. Now who's going to get the best of it here?
Suplex position out of Hyan.
Oh, another cradle by Becca.
Magnificent reversal into the small package now.
Staying on her, that's what you have to do with a competitor like Hyan. Renaissance woman, they don't call her that for no reason. She is an all-arounder, can do a little bit of everything. Much like what Becca could evolve into, is evolving into, very much so.
Very interesting match on paper here. Feeling out process in play right now. I think we're going to the Greco-Roman knuckle lock.
Yep. Oh, that seemed like a very deliberate ploy on the part of Hyan.
Brilliant. That you were speaking about the veteran advantage. That's it, right on display.
Yeah, there's some tricks you just can't learn 2 years in, right?
Absolutely.
But Becca sending off Hyan. Arm drag.
Yeah, gets the arm drag there. Hyan staggering into the corner. Becca looking to follow up. Off the ropes with another arm drag. Hyan off balance here. Becca now in firm control, center of the ring, armbar cinched in.
And speaking of being firmly in control, Becca has had one hell of a 2021, being the Limitless Breakout Star of the Year, having defeated Trish Adora, AG more recently at the Limitless Worcester takeover. So she's pretty much been on a roll, and I think she's going to continue that momentum here tonight if she's able to defeat the Renaissance woman.
Right, able to overcome that veteran advantage so far as Hyan employing every piece of the ring at her disposal.
Oh,
wait a minute.
Okay,
I've seen this before.
Yeah, oh my!
Yeah. I had a bad feeling, Sam.
I felt that on my esophagus. And right about now, Becca's windpipe has to be giving her some issues there. But Hyan knows, she wants to defeat Becca because that can increase her reach in the Northeast, right? Predominantly Texas and Midwest-based wrestler. This could create opportunities for her.
Yeah, able to plant the flag in Northeast soil.
Yes. I don't know how the Limitless Faithful are going to take this right here. Blatantly pulling on the hair with the feet. Nate Speckman telling her, watch out, lady.
Yeah, not taken kindly. But now, Hyan back on it.
She only has until the 5 count, and then she's got to release.
Oh, but Becca caught with the prawn hold. Hyan rolls through. My word. Face first into the second turnbuckle. They went corner to corner, Sam.
And time after time, it seems like that veteran advantage does take over here with Hyan. She's outsmarting Becca. So I think Becca might have to get a little gritty here, play Hyan's game if she wants to get one over on her. Yeah. Hyan, oh, look at this.
You said it.
Firing up. Oh, but
Hyan had pulled it out of her with those boot scrapes in the corner while Becca was sitting down. Becca fires back with the elbows, but Hyan not to be deterred.
Hyan has trained with some of the best in the world. Look at that. Very, very decisive elbow right there.
Rolls through on the snapmare. Cravat firmly cinched in while driving the knees into the face.
Oh, neck breaker to Becca.
Oh, got all of it.
Make this a little harder for me.
Not following up. Not the ideal way of following up, I should say.
No, and saying that it's too easy, that Becca's too easy of a competitor. I wouldn't get too ahead of Becca. I wouldn't count her out.
Yeah, getting a little ahead of herself. Because one thing that you can't game plan for is Becca's ability for those 8th inning, 9th inning comebacks, rallies.
Yeah, she has the ability to get into 4th gear, really dig deep, and come back. We're seeing a little bit of that here. Becca not taking too kindly to that fish hook.
Yeah. Hyan, fireman's carry position now. Rough landing into the leg drop. Full extension. But only good for 2.
Seeing some shades here of her Japanese in-ring training at Marvelous Pro Wrestling, of course. Hyan also recently making her debut in the UK at Rev Pro. Becca going on a pilgrimage herself soon, so it could be quite the notch in Becca's belt to get a victory over someone who's quite popular in the UK as an American in Hyan.
Right. Nate Speckman now telling Hyan got to get off the ropes here. Irish whip out of Hyan, but Becca holds on. Hyan a little in disbelief, caught off guard. Now the drop toe hold across the second rope. Tooth chipper out of Becca.
Going for that last bit resort. She's got to do what she's got to do. Releasing a guttural cry. Bam! Stunner to Hyan.
Face across the knee, and now German suplex. Got it.
Oh, and Yarmouth approves, rallying behind the leader of the Scrunchy Squad, your favorite pop star and mine. Cutter. And now, Becca takes off. Shining Wizard! Knee square in the face. Magnificent Shining Wizard got all of it. Hyan showing some real resilience here in her Limitless Wrestling debut.
Yes, I think that I just saw Hyan adjust her jaw back into place. Oof.
Rightfully so. Caught that knee flush.
Now Becca driving Hyan's face into the ropes.
Trying to follow up on that Shining Wizard to continue to assert that advantage. Laying down the violence party in the corner. Now going corner to corner with the Irish whip. Hyan with the reversal. Oh, Becca up it. Thinking going up and over. Hyan caught it. Might be thinking Alabama slam, but Becca holding on. Wow, what a modification, turning it into a flapjack.
Oof. So methodical in the ring, Hyan is.
Oh my God. CT knee connects out of Hyan. Falcon arrow. Wait a minute.
Oh, Becca.
Wow.
That was pure instinct there on the part of Becca,
No doubt.
who's now struggling to stand up in the corner.
Hyan coming in hot. Nobody home on the shoulder strike. Shoulder first in the post goes Hyan.
This could be the opening that Becca needs to get one over on Hyan right here, right now. What's she gonna do next?
Oh, Gotch style position.
Oh!
Sit out Gotch style power bomb. Seen a certain Prize City OG bust that out every now and then.
Yes, yes, yes. But that wasn't enough to take out Hyan.
Becca, she knows the way to punch tickets to victory. That 450 splash, a thing of beauty. But I don't think that's in the cards at this very moment. Forehead to forehead.
Both of these ladies like two feral beasts in the ring. Two stags going head to head.
Yes.
Neither wants to relent.
Literally like they're scraping antlers. Now, exchanging the knife edge chops.
Well, Johnny, didn't you know the females are the alphas in the wild?
Well, here we are, two alphas going to war.
Certainly.
Cutting loose, if you will. Oh, leg kick. Becca looking to return fire. Hyan though, caught it. Sweep of the leg, bringing it around. And now, Becca all tied up.
And the range in Hyan's arsenal, we've seen her do technical stuff, submission-based stuff, high-flying stuff, lucha. She just pulls out everything. She truly is the Renaissance woman.
So far, yeah, no argument here.
Oh my, what is this? I don't know that I've ever seen this before, Johnny.
My word, yeah, Becca, all of her limbs tied up.
She's just close enough to the ropes, but I don't think she knows where she is.
Like fingertips away.
Oh.
Able to escape the predicament. And now Hyan looking to build on that advantage, but Becca swinging for the fences here.
Oh, tries for that Visco.
And nobody home on the Visco round, and now Hyan might be thinking backdrop driver, a back suplex. Becca elbowing out though. Wow!
Beautiful connection with that spinning kick.
Yeah. Perfect rotation into that enziguri. A little Tenryu flavor in there. Flying crossbody caught by Hyan. Wow, got all of that backbreaker.
She certainly did.
Back suplex position now.
Oh, Becca flips out, off the ropes, big boot.
Wow, got all of that. And then some. Now Becca. Be thinking an Alabama slam.
Uh-oh.
Maybe an air raid crash. Air raid crash. Cover. Could be it. Got it.
Here we is your winner, your favorite pop star, Becca! We have our challenger to my left, from Columbus, Ohio, your favorite international pop star, Becca! Her opponent to my right, from the Prize City, weighing in at 175 pounds, he's the current ESW Interstate Champion. He is the current Southern Underground Pro Bone Storm Champion, and he is the current reigning and defending Limitless Wrestling World Champion, the Northeast Beast, the Prize, Alec.
Well, ring announcer extraordinaire Rich Palladino couldn't have said it any better. Limitless Wrestling Champion Alec Price also holds other recognizable titles from around the country, namely the ESW Interstate title and the Southern Underground Pro Bone Storm Championship, which says one glaring thing to me. More people know about Alec Price. He's raised his profile by becoming a multi-champion, but that means that more eyes than ever are on the prize Alec Price, and he's gonna have to step up his game, change his strategy, because all eyes are on the Northeast Beast. Becca, more so than anyone else, knows Alec Price. The two started off together at Belltime Wrestling in Massachusetts before ascending to Limitless Wrestling. But on the call with me once more is Rich Palladino. Hello, hello.
Hello, thank you. The Belltime Club of Wakefield, Massachusetts, under the watchful eye of Killer Kowalski-trained Bo Douglas, a veteran of the mat game, responsible for training both of these great athletes in our open challenge match. I don't think anybody was expecting this. This is going to be something. I
certainly wasn't expecting it either. I knew that Becca had returned from Germany a week or two ago, but I did not know that she'd be answering this open challenge. But this is a woman with a lot of gall. Thez press there, unloading on Alec Price. She knows that she's going to have to be scrappy. She's going to have to use her athleticism. And what she's learned in Europe over the past couple of months, what do you think we're going to see out of this new Becca?
I think we're going to see a lot of things out of the new Becca. I think Alec Price is going to be unpleasantly surprised with what Becca's going to pull out of her arsenal. Like you said, very well traveled, just coming back from Germany. Very successful tour. She's back here stateside, and she'd love to add that Limitless Wrestling World Championship to her trophy case.
She is a woman who has versed a veritable who's who of female opponents, among them Trish Adora, Masha Slamovich. Davienne goes for the cover, showing off that athleticism early on. We see Becca go to the top rope often in her arsenal.
We absolutely do. You never know whether it's going to be a shooting star press, a moonsault. She's very dangerous from the top rope, but her mat game is solid. And Alec Price says that Becca is not on his level. We're going to find out here tonight in our open challenge match. This isn't even our main event.
It's not, but you know, it has big match feels here. Wow! Alec Price just beeling Becca over the top rope as she was attempting maybe a lion salt or something of the sort. Now Becca in a precarious position on the outside, Rich.
The small of her back hitting right where the boards meet the steel frame of the ring. And that stomp to the back is not going to help things at all for the international pop star Becca here in this open challenge match for the title here tonight at the Vacation Land Cup 2022.
Back body drop onto the apron, brings Becca back into the ring. You know, this is kind of a grittier side to Alec Price. I'm seeing that he's not holding back any punches here per se, but there's also this factor of him really perhaps not taking Becca seriously. These two haven't been in singles action at Limitless Wrestling in quite some time, if not ever, but we know that these two were perhaps former lovebirds. In passing, the Prize City Hooligans come and went at Beyond Wrestling.
I was just going to say, any fans watching this on IWTV know that these two have traveled throughout Beyond Wrestling, Wrestling Open, throughout these United States. These two were, I don't know if you want to say lovebirds, but they were definitely a pairing. The Prize City Hooligans are imploding here. We saw the prestigious implosion earlier tonight. Now we're seeing the Prize City Hooligans dismantled, and all for the Limitless Wrestling World Championship.
Yes, that ship has certainly sailed. No love lost here. Now Becca seeking to ascend to the top of the Limitless Wrestling roster, but Alec Price floating over, using his strength to muster Becca up into a crossbody.
Holds her up.
Oh, not a crossbody, a backbreaker, I digress.
Backbreaker right across the right knee. She's done! She says she's done. I don't know about that. Becca is very resilient.
Is she done?
2 and not enough for 3. You know, eventually Alec Price is going to start yelling, "That was 3, that was 3." But
yeah, you know, we'll probably start calling her a busta at some point.
I'm surprised he hasn't already.
Par for the course, really, with Alec Price. But Becca, in many ways, has made a lot of history at Limitless Wrestling, engaging in a lot of firsts, but tonight she could become the first ever woman to win the Limitless Wrestling Championship. Big stuff here at the Vacation Land Cup 2022.
Could absolutely happen, and Alec Price with some not so kind words for Desmond Cole when he was defeated in our second match tonight, which was an opening round Vacation Land Cup tournament match.
Yeah, and I quote saying, "You ain't ish," shall we say? Ish?
Ish.
Yeah,
Ish
ish
is
seems
yeah,
appropriate.
No doubt about it.
But Alex staying on Becca here, isolating that back by being mounted on the lower part. You've got to be feeling that if you're Becca.
Alec Price at 175 pounds, making Becca carry all of that weight right now as he's just wearing her down right in the center of the ring, hoping to force some kind of a submission, or, you know, it's very hot in this building too, which is going to be a major factor.
Absolutely ragdolling her too. The disrespect here. I think he's really underestimating her in the sense that Becca is always at training at New England Pro Wrestling Academy. Becca is always at the gym. Becca is constantly looking to better herself. Some might say Alec Price has gotten to the top of the mountain. What's next? What now?
And every time you turn around, there's a new piece of hardware over his shoulder, around his waist, around his neck. Alec Price holding 3 championships at the current time in independent professional wrestling. But the most important to him, wow, look at this, just swinging her around and drops her right in the center of the ring. But the most important hardware that he holds is that Limitless Wrestling World Championship. And he says that nobody's on his level, including Becca.
Oh, that is just foul.
But you gotta wonder, is the frustration starting to set in for the champion? Is he getting paranoid, knowing, like I said when I was out here earlier, he is a hunted man. He has that big bullseye right on his chest. Everybody is gunning for Alec Price.
He is a marked man.
And he's got Becca right now, and he didn't know until she hit the ring. And then he's eventually going to come toe-to-toe with the winner of the Vacation Land Cup tournament, which will be tonight's main event right here on IWTV.
Well, that's the thing. Big kick right on the noggin of Becca. Don't know if she's possibly out cold from that one. She's teetering here. Uh-oh. Oh, but a miss there.
Absolutely missed
Becca
it.
with the purview to counter.
Everything that Alec Price does is so methodical.
Goes for the schoolgirl. Could we see a new Limitless Wrestling champ? Not quite.
Only 2. Ooh, right in the midsection.
Becca, in many ways, she's competing for herself. Of course, she wants to become the Limitless Wrestling champ, but she's competing. Oh, big German suplex! She's competing for other women who are constantly vying and scratching and clawing for opportunities like this. More intergender wrestling, more intergender title opportunities like this right here at Limitless Wrestling.
She wants to be a role model for a lot of these young ladies in the crowd to show that any woman can accomplish anything in this business, including beating a man for, as you alluded to earlier, a male-dominated championship. No woman has held the Limitless Wrestling World Championship. She would love to be the first one. Why not be a world champion? She's already traveled the world. It'd be a great feather in the cap for Becca. And like I said, she would be facing the winner of the Vacation Land Cup tournament in a future event. Oh boy.
Becca firing up on Alec Price.
Unleashing the heavy artillery.
Perhaps some frustration from that residual relationship that they once had.
Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned, right?
Oh, absolutely. Couldn't agree more, but... Oh, now Becca off the ropes.
Clothesline takes Alec Price down. Back elbow right under the jaw. Becca, a house of fire right now, looking to garner the Limitless Wrestling World Championship.
She is motivated,
Whoa!
patented big boot by Becca.
Indeed, the international pop star just threw an international boot to the face of the champion.
Letting out a sigh of frustration, but hits it. Oh, not quite.
He caught her. He caught her. She lands on her feet, though.
This is her time.
Becca.
She hits it this time.
Springboard cutter off the ropes. Down goes the champion, too, and not enough.
The look of anguish on the face of Becca. She knows that she is so close. She is the woman that has come the closest to Limitless Wrestling Gold. Ashley Vox couldn't do it. Davienne couldn't do it. Becca could be the one. Could this be it? Are we going to see a female Limitless Wrestling champion?
Will we see history made here tonight at the Vacation Land Cup 2022?
Uh-oh.
Oof. That boot right to the side of the knee, right to the side of the head. Alec Price is stunned right now.
He's stunned and he's exposed. Oh, kitchen sink.
Right in the breadbasket. Doubles are over.
Uh-oh. Oh, attempting the gotcha buster. But Becca had that scouted out. Price rising to his feet in the corner.
Alec Price is definitely thrown off his game. Everything he does is to set up for that surprise kick.
Well, when all eyes are on the champ, everyone knows what's in your arsenal. There's not a lot of things that I'm seeing that are new here from Alec Price. He's using his usual moveset. And Becca knows. Becca worked with him. Becca trained with him. You can't do this.
All that time, all that travel and beyond and whatnot, they know each other very well. And Becca is in trouble right now. If Alec can connect with this. Oh, dropped her right across the top rope. You could hear that clubbing forearm right between the shoulder blades, and now off the middle rope. Nope, the top.
Oh, good at going for the hood star stomp.
Is it enough? Legs hooked. And only two.
Becca lives to see another day. This is stiff competition here. What's gonna happen? Oh, could this... Is this okay, not something I see often.
It's almost a version of a reverse Indian deathlock.
The execution, from what I understand.
And look how he's got her, instead of stepping through and pulling back on the lower back, he had her bent it out. Look out,
in the cradle.
Becca's got him scouted, and I think she's in his head right now.
Becca only been wrestling 2 years, showing experience beyond those 2 years to Alec's 5. She is a fighting competitor. This is her moment. Will we see Becca become the Limitless Wrestling champ here at the VLC 2022?
Could absolutely happen, and then, like I said, the winner of the tournament would be looking at the international pop star. Ooh, you could feel that one up here, Sam.
Yeah, that one just felt unwarranted. I've got to say, I know this is a competition, but that was unfair.
Hoist her up on the shoulders.
Uh-oh.
Oh, man. Oh, good Lord! Right into that top turnbuckle.
Nearly decapitating Becca. Oh, no!
And she kicks out at 2. The heart, the resiliency of Becca coming into play here tonight at VLC 2022. And Alec Price, very popular with these fans, is not used to hearing these fans chanting for his opponent here tonight.
Yeah, Alec isn't used to hearing adversity since winning the Limitless Wrestling title, but you know what? You've got to stay on your game, you've got to constantly advance, and when all eyes are on you, it becomes a lot easier for your competitors to scout you out. But right now, Becca in a precarious position here. I think that Alec might be setting up for that double stomp from the top rope. Oh my God, she saw it coming. He lands on his feet, flipping out. Rich, the action.
Becca is now, oh no.
And she flips out.
Absolutely, they know each other so well, Sam, and we're seeing it here. Each one outsmarting the other. It's unbelievable.
This is what happens when you know your competitor so well. Becca knows him like the back of her hand, and tonight, this could be it.
TKO.
Limitless Wrestling champ. 2.9, Rich.
The fans wanted it. The fans wanted it right there. They believed. They believe in. There it is. You hear the fans saying that was 3.
Wow, we might get a mutiny on our hands here, Rich.
They're putting the heat on referee Nate Speckman. You can't see the expression because he's got the mask over his face, but you know that is that's a tough call right there. But Alec Price kicked out. Again, if these two didn't know each other so well, I think we'd be seeing a different match. Now Becca's on the top. She's trying to go to the top. And again, Alec one step ahead. Each one outsmarting the other. That's what we've seen for the last 5 or 6 minutes here.
Oh, could he be going for yet another one? Oh, Becca!
Kicks off the top turnbuckle, lands on her feet.
Visco kick attempted, not hit, thwarted by a kick to the head to Becca by Price.
Look out, she's in position for that surprise kick. No!
Oh!
Well scouted!
She countered it! And now!
She's got the head hooked. She's gonna try and force a submission.
Alec Price is square in the center of the ring. Alec Price could very well tap out.
Listen to these fans solidly behind Becca as she is wrenching on that chin right in the center of the ring. He can't reach the ropes to force a submission, Sam.
I have not seen Alec Price in such a vulnerable position in quite some time. This is stiff competition here at the VLC 2022, and Becca just will not let go.
Eventually, and he just made it to the ropes. I was going to say, eventually, that bridge was going to give way. She was up there for a good 45 to 60 seconds. We have just surpassed 15 minutes since the opening bell of this match for the Limitless Wrestling World Championship. The fatigue is starting to set in. Again, it's no joke. Sam and I are sitting here on the stage, jackets off because it is so damn hot in this building. We're over 15 minutes and they're doing work. We're just sitting here talking. So imagine the heat's got to be like 100, 110 degrees in that ring.
Becca grabbing onto Price, but Price not letting go, dragging her to the apron.
Oof.
Both competitors standing on the outside. Anyone's game here. Becca with a forearm of her own.
Becca is taking every shot that Alec Price can throw at her and retaliating in like fashion.
It almost seems like every shot she gets from Price is mustering up more and more energy, more and more drive to succeed and come out on top as the first ever female Limitless Wrestling champion tonight.
It could happen tonight. We could be witnessing history right here. What an epic battle we have seen for over 15 minutes between these two great athletes. And she clotheslines him back into the ring from the outside. Alec Price is stunned right now.
Oh.
That ain't gonna help.
Maybe he's not thinking straight either. Didn't give himself time to really compose himself before going for it. This could be to his detriment.
You talked about it earlier. She's on the top rope. She's so dangerous up there. Oh.
Alec Price putting both knees up at the last second.
That just killed her momentum. He's gonna try and set her up right now.
Oh, and he's moving quick. He's looking to land it, and he does. The gotcha buster connects.
Look at him tying up both legs. You can hear.
Frantically.
And again, wrapping those legs up, grabbing the head. No way she's gonna reach the rope. She taps out, Sam.
Becca taps to the execution.
By submission and still Limitless Wrestling World Champion, the prize, Alec Price.
What unsportsmanlike behavior by our Limitless Wrestling champion, Alec Price.